What is happening, everyone? We are back today with another video. Today we are going to be doing something a bit different. Obviously, as you know, the focus heater controls that we've got, well, we tried, no good, so we're going to be swapping them out for a Mods and Flocks version. And as you can see, I've taken off the front panel here, like for the fascia, and we're going to be actually spray painting this fascia to match the new heater controls from Mods and Flocks. I didn't show getting it out because it is an absolute pain in the arse. The radio, for some reason when I pushed it in, it must have bent the brackets of some sort, because it's an absolute pain in the arse to get them out. I just literally had to straighten all the brackets out. I was to like ram it out, basically. Not very ideal, but it will be okay, hopefully. So there is another video like me actually converting these Mark 1 focus controls and actually me showing you what to do on this. So it's just a case of getting the radio out with 4 keys, which wasn't my case today. And then it will just be a case of, which I can show you, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another screw that goes in here, and then once they're out, you just got to lever it from the top and that will pop off. Obviously, to get the hazard switch out and stuff like that, you've got to undo 2 Phillips screws there, pop out these. This switch just pops out, and if I remember rightly as well, that should just pop out too. They all have multi-plugs on them, so just take your time. But yeah, I mean, we're going to be hopefully matching this, because it just looks horrible. Like, I mean, it's just got marks where people have levered it previously. And not only that as well, we're going to be changing the colour of these door handles. So if I just quickly strip them off now, because it's not really too difficult to do, it's literally just a case of just get a little screwdriver behind and just, once you've got one bit popped, it should be alright. You should just be able to start popping it off. Like that. Okay, and then you got a little switch or a little plug for your actual electric window switch. So I'm just literally going to try and do this one-handed. There you go. So literally just press that little tab down there. Once you've done that, you don't really need to do anything with this, so you just put it to one side, and then it's just 1, 2, 20 torques and another one there. But you can see how discoloured my one is. Hopefully it will show on camera, but this is like grim compared to actual what's been hidden. So I'm just going to buzz these off. I'm going to buzz the other side off, and then we'll go to where we're going to be sanding them down and actually painting them, because it's pretty self-explanatory and I don't really need to show you it. Okay, and once both screws are out, this is on the passenger side now, little tab here and pull. So just put that back in. Might do it with my finger actually, might be easier. See this little tab here, just flick it in, pull, handles released. So I'm just going to get set up now, ready to prep these, and then I'll give you a little progress update. Okay, so I've got some sandpaper. It's not too abrasive, but it's a bit tough. So I've got some warm soapy water just to make it a bit less abrasive. Not so much for these, but for this it's not actually like sprayed, it's somewhat wrapped. Like if you look like here, you can see it's like got bare plastic underneath, and the problem is with this, you need to get it to like that black plastic, because if you spray it on top of this, I always find it just reacts and the paint just like bubbles when you just spraying it. So I'm just gonna literally try and get this back as quick as I can, and then give these a quick scuff, Not too worried about the innards, just the outers, because obviously you won't see this. And then we will spray them, so I'll just give these a light scuff and then obviously take it back, because there's like a weird thing there. It's probably someone's caught with their claws or something, I don't fucking know, but we'll do our best with it and go from there really. So I'll just quickly put it on time lapse to save you watching me just sitting here sanding away. Okay, so we've now got the large panel for the centre sanded completely. I've just gone over it with some IPA wipe to clean it all around. It's not far from perfect, but and we've got the handles as well. Again, far from perfect. Got a different grip for these ones because these were quite a pain. Not only that, it just took me bloody ages last night. As you can see, I haven't gone around all of it because what's it called? These bits you don't see, so I'm not too worried about them. They could just get a light dusting for all I care. It's mainly the bits that are visible that I'm worried about. So all I'm going to do now is just literally clean those off some IPA wipe and then start getting into some plastic primer in. Okay, so that's the first coat done on this. Looks a lot greyer than what it actually is. It's quite misted. Again, probably gone too close, but I've just got my ghetto set up on this now. So I'm just going to just quickly dust over these two as well. Hopefully you guys will be able to some sort of see me. Okay, so now for some frozen white. Just a light coat for the first one. Wait for the wind to go, obviously. Okay, so we have finished spraying. I've just applied a coat or two of lacquer off camera. So, okay, everyone meet Robin because she's very vocal today. I'll let you in a second, shut up. Right, so I've done it off camera. Looks pretty good, to be fair. It's not, I don't know if you can really tell, but it's quite hard to say, really. But yeah, it's quite nice and glossy considering. This panel is okay. I probably went a bit light here and here, but again, and obviously where that bit I was telling you about looks like it's just reacted a little bit where I haven't fully got the stuff off. A few areas I probably missed, like here as well, but once it's all dry I'll probably just give it a little touch in or something like that. And again there as well, but again, I'm far from professional. It's an absolute nightmare to get all that stuff off unless you use like a proper paint stripper. And obviously we had like some bits of shit fall in it as well, which hasn't helped spraying outdoors. But I think overall though, like, as you can see, it's quite a nice gloss, so I don't think we've done too bad considering. And hopefully a lot of it should be taken away, like once we put the switches back in and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I think we did alright. Okay, so it's the following day. I was just waiting for some bits to dry overnight. My cat knocked over the fascia panel that goes here, so had to redo that, unfortunately. All I've been doing now is just got the old heater controls out, so that can go in a bin, absolute junk. And what we've got to do next is Mods and Flocks have given us a little instruction kit. That's fucking greased to shit. And what it says is basically turn it so it's flat side upwards, which luckily for my sake it is, and then take the notch out on the right hand side. So that's why I had issues fitting the other knob. So all I'm going to do, I'm not even going to show it because it's boring. I'm just going to literally razor blade that notch off there by my thumb, and hopefully we should be able to fit which some of you have probably seen if you follow me on Instagram. Our new heater control panel in frozen white, hence why the other panel was done in frozen white too, to match. So once I've just trimmed that, I'll fit it all back together, because we've done a video pretty much on like how to fit those. And then what I'll do is I'll do a quick show you like the bits on the fascia, like how it came out. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, far from it. I had a few issues obviously when having to repaint it, so a few bits have sort of gone a bit funny, but other than that I think it's actually not a bad job for rattle cans. And then obviously the actual door handles itself, I've just put this in so I can actually use my windows when driving. But yeah, I probably used a bit too much harsher grit on them, on the handles. So I used about 240, and I'll probably say it's too harsh, so I'll probably say step it up a little bit if you're going to do it. But again, not too sad, and I don't really care. They've come out quite nice considering. So I'm just going to quickly trim this and put the heat controls in. I'm not really going to show it in detail. I'll probably just put the camera on a time lapse or something, as it is low on battery at the minute because I'm an idiot and forgot to charge it. And then we'll show you the other bits and go from there. Okay, so now that's in, if I just put the ignition on, you can see what sort of light blue, and then you've got the little white light. I'll just do that. You'll see it goes white. Normally it should stay on, but I don't really give a fuck if I'm honest with you. But again, that one turns on. So that looks pretty cool, to be fair. So now we've got the door handles too. Mine look probably a bit whiter than that, but I don't know, it's quite hard to tell. Problem is, when you've got different paints out of different tin, it can look slightly different, but see, it depends on what it's been sprayed on too. But yeah, these are the door handles, so just going to put them on in a little while, but for now I will be fitting the fascia. As you can see, come out quite nice, to be fair. It's got quite a nice little gloss to it, not bad considering it's a rattle can job. Couple little bits up here, but it's just where I couldn't get the actual paint off from before, but I'll just touch in the areas where it's gone a bit funny. But once it's up there, you ain't really going to notice it. So let's just put this on. I've got to put the hazard switch back in it and stuff like that before it goes back in, and then we'll just see how it looks, I suppose, compared to the actual heater controls. To be fair, it ain't a bad match now that I'm looking at it this sort of angle. And obviously when the light hits it, it's a lot darker down there, so it's not going to look as white. Okay, so we're all back together now, and I must say, we're looking pretty good. I mean, the quality of the handles is nowhere near like the centre, It's just where I went to a bit too much on the grit, if I'm honest with you. Like this one is a lot better because I didn't go too crazy with it. But you live and you learn. Like, as you can see, it's not as glossy. Feels quite rough and horrible, if I'm honest with you. But it is what it is. I mean, if I get too pissed off with it, I'll just buy another handle, like, and just do it again. But no, overall, I think we've done an alright job. Considering, like, I'm not a painter, I'm far from one. It's literally a DIY. I'm learning as I'm going along. But I think we did alright. Like, especially on this centerpiece, I'm really, really happy with, considering it messed up the first time. I've done a few other bits. As you can see, I've fixed that now because that used to be always off. It's just a loose connection on the SMD on the board. And I fixed the Audi vents while we were out. I actually got all the vents in now, they're working, so that's nice to see now. So yeah, starting to get there slowly. Really, really happy with the outcome. Must admit, it looks so much better. Just brings a bit of life inside the car. Whereas before it's quite dull, very dated. I hate that wrap. I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's just shit paint. It just, you can't paint over it because it reacts all the time. It's not very good, but at the end of the day, that's what they used at the time. That's what they'll probably continue to use for another 20 years because Ford build their cars cheap. But nevertheless, we've done something else of our own touch, which is really nice. So really, really happy as again. So if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you did really like it, and subscribe for more, and please be sure to check out my other videos. And a little announcement to make: if we get to 750 subscribers, well, I mean, hopefully we will one day, but I might be doing a little giveaway. For you to find out what that giveaway is, comment in the video and we'll go from there. Because I'll have a couple videos coming out soon anyway, and I'll go into a bit more detail, but that's all I'm going to say for now. So, take it easy, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.